Hello and welcome to my channel. I hope you're having an amazing day. If you're new here, my name is Shannon and my channel is about becoming minimal and intentional living. Today I am doing a collab video with Minimom. Her channel is all about living as a minimalist with a family and intentional living. She also makes very insightful, calm videos that are very entertaining. I really recommend checking out her channel. I'm going to leave the link below so you can stop by and see her Minimalist Homemaker tag video after mine. There are 20 questions, so let's get started. Number 1, has minimalism made staying home, working from home easier for you? Definitely yes. I've found in the last year that we have become minimalist, it has been way easier to keep everything organized and clean in my house. Number 2, what is the best part of staying home or working from home? I do have to say the best part would be not having to work for somebody else and making my own schedule and being able to stay home with my kids and enjoy them and see them growing up. Number 3, what is the hardest part of your home to keep minimal and under control? I do have to say the hardest part would be the children's rooms. They get so out of control with toys and just mess all the time. And even though we have really minimized the toys, there still is a lot of stuff in those rooms and it's hard to keep organized. Has minimalism changed the time of day you wake up or go to bed? Definitely, I've found I tend to watch way less TV. We don't have cable anymore, so we do watch Netflix, but I just don't watch TV in general very often, so I do find myself going to bed a little earlier than I used to. I still wake up at the same time though, because I wake up when my kids wake up, so that's about 6:30 to 7 every morning. Number 5, do you have the TV on or listen to music when you declutter or clean? My answer is no, and that is because when I'm decluttering, I like to really have my mind clear to think about what I want to keep and what I want to get rid of. And I just find if I have music or the TV on, I get distracted. Number 6, how often do you declutter or clean? I usually declutter seasonally or if I see an area that's completely out of control. Cleaning for me is a daily chore. Having 2 little kids, I'm constantly cleaning. Number 7, do you have a minimal makeup routine? Did becoming minimal change your makeup routine? So becoming minimal did not really change how I do my makeup, but it definitely changed how much makeup I have. I tended to just hoard makeup. Any sample I got, anytime my mom was even getting rid of old makeup, I would say, hey, I might be able to use that. And I am not doing that anymore. Now I'm just keeping the few products that I know I love and use every single day. Number 8, what is your most cluttered area in your house? Back to the kids. I have to say their rooms are the most cluttered just because they have a lot of toys. Even though we've minimized, they still have a lot. And I think that's just how it's gonna be until they get a little older. Number 9, has becoming minimal made you more productive? Definitely, I have become more productive since being minimal. Just less shopping, less time spent looking for things that I really don't need, and more time spent getting things done, cleaning the house, and going on really fun day trips and trips with the kids. Number 10, do you feel you would be more or less minimal if you worked outside of the house? I feel I would be less minimal if I worked outside of the house, only because I would really have no idea what was happening at home when I'm not there. And I feel that when you do work from home, you want your space to be very organized and not have a lot of clutter around. And you're home all the time, so you see everything that's happening, so you have more time to really pay attention to those items coming into your house and what you need to get rid of. Number 11, what is your never-ending chore area to declutter? Again, I would say the kids' rooms and the kitchen. For some reason, our kitchen just attracts a lot of clutter, and it's kind of right where you come in the house and out the back door. So I find that's just an area where people walk through, drop stuff off, and then take off. So that is an area that kind of tends to get a little more cluttered than other areas in the house. Number 12, has minimalism changed how you relax or spend your downtime? Definitely, minimalism has completely changed how I spend my downtime. Before, I used to just say, oh, I'm relaxing. I sit on the couch, mindlessly watch TV, just flip through channels, and I never do that anymore. We don't even have cable, so the few channels we have are the basic free channels, and there's really not much worth watching on there. I find now I'm reading way more books, and I'm just looking into different fun things to do, lifestyle things, so definitely it has changed my downtime. Number 13, do you think you could be minimal if your significant other is not? Does your partner help with minimizing? So I think it would be really hard to be minimal if your significant other or your partner is not minimal and you're living with them. I think that would be really hard. I'm super lucky that my husband was already very minimal, and he doesn't necessarily help with the decluttering and the minimizing, but he keeps all of his stuff very minimal, and he's always open to working with me when we do need to declutter and I need some help. He's always open to working with me. Number 14, this is funny. If you have kids, do they know you are minimalist? So I think this is funny because my 4-year-old has heard us say the word minimalist and minimalism, decluttering. He's heard all those words. So, but I don't think he really has an idea of what that means. He knows I say when we don't need something, we don't buy it. He knows all of that, but I have never really discussed minimalism with him. But he thinks me making these videos is minimalism. So he'll say, oh, Mama's gonna go do her minimalism thing. So that's kind of funny to me. Number 15, how do you keep clutter from entering the house? This is not easy. I would just say I do way less shopping than I used to, and I'm very intentional with what I am purchasing to make sure it's something we really need or want. Number 16, what is your favorite room in the house? Is this the most clutter-free area? Okay, so I would say when the kids are sleeping and everything is put away, my favorite room in the house is the living room to relax in, because that is the most clutter-free area when everything is put away, all the toys are put away. But if not, I do find my bedroom to be extremely clutter-free and calming, and that is where I can read or go on my computer. So I would say those are the two areas that I like to hang out in, plus they are the most clutter-free areas. What is your least favorite room in the house? Is this room more cluttered? I don't know if I have a least favorite room, but definitely the most cluttered rooms are the kids' rooms, and those are sometimes hard to be in because they're so crazy. Number 18, do you feel your house has a minimalist look? So no, I do not feel our house has a minimalist look. To me, a minimalist look, if you were to go on Pinterest or look that up, it would be very white and stark and not have a lot of knickknacks, not have any decorations, and I feel our house is very minimal compared to a cluttered house, but I don't feel we have that minimalist look necessarily. Our walls aren't all white. You can see there's a blue wall behind me, and we do have pictures hanging on the walls, and I do decorate our shelves, so I wouldn't say that our house is necessarily a minimalist feel. Number 19, does your house feel calmer because of minimalism? I definitely feel that it is a little bit calmer, but we do have 2 very young children that run, scream, and put toys through the house, so it's as calm as it probably can be at this stage in our lives. But yes, I do feel it has helped clear out cupboards that were just stuffed full, so it makes it easier to get to things and therefore easier to do stuff, which makes everything a little bit calmer. Number 20, how long have you been living thinking like a minimalist? So I would say that it has been almost a year. We're coming up on the year mark. And I wasn't the type of person who just jumped straight into, we're gonna be minimalist. And what does that even mean? You know, minimalist can mean a lot of different things. For me, it just means not having stuff that I don't need or want in my house, and not having to hang on to things that don't serve any purpose and I'm just keeping because I already own. So really, minimalism has just streamlined our lives, made everything a little bit easier as far as organization and putting things away. And I do feel overall our shelves are not as cluttered and our counters are a lot cleaner and clearer, which just overall makes the house look a lot nicer. To touch on the thinking like a minimalist, that has been a year and a little bit of time, I would say, because I started thinking like a minimalist, for instance, not buying a lot of things that I didn't need because I was trying to save money, and cutting out cable was a little over a year ago because, again, trying to save money. And then that just snowballed into looking into more ways to save money, which put me onto minimalism. So for a while I've been thinking this way, and I really don't ever think this is gonna change, because once you get your head into the space of not buying things you don't need, it's very addictive. You don't just feel like going out and shopping anymore. You actually feel like staying away from malls. At least that's what happened in my case. If you like this video, hit subscribe and tap the bell to join my channel. Also, don't forget to see Minimom's answers to these questions. I'm gonna leave the link to her channel below. And then there's a few channels that I would like to tag as well, and that is A Beautiful Horizon, Sydney Mel, Kate Lucinda, Nikki Schumacher, and Rochelle Glendon. These channels are all also about minimalism and simple living, intentional living, and I will link all of their channels below in the description box as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.